how are you guys doing? So it's our first 12-12 live meditation, and I think Cemaaj is going to tell you what we've just been up to. We just did for the last hour. Baby, why didn't you share?
We sat in the park.
We sat in the park. What did we do?
Closed our eyes.
Okay, you might want to speak a little louder for the camera.
Oh.
I think we just came out of an hour meditation. But perhaps people, you might tell them what the meditation was, because it's not, it was really very simple. What were our rules?
Just sit.
Sit.
That's it. That's the rules.
Sit, close your eyes, and put on a timer.
That's it.
And so we actually did this. What's interesting is when you make these declarations, it just kind of one of those things that came to me on Friday or Saturday, and Cemaaj got brought in as well. That hey, we should do this 40-day practice, and we should sit for an hour, and we should have no rules except the fact that we have to sit and just let all this stuff, all the thoughts that we have, just let them go. And you know, it's what happens then is you've got some hope, and you're like, yay! And then the next day you wake up and you're like, what are you thinking? And then this morning I woke up and I was just like, it's not going to work. It's not going to make any difference. The whole voice, that whole thing. How was it for you this morning? You probably have a different reaction.
Yeah, I just woke up and went about my day. I didn't think about it one bit.
I was thinking about it because we woke up, we came out to spin from 9 to 10, and then we had the meditation plan from 11:11 to 12:11, and then the live here at 12:12. Pretty scheduled, and trying to do everything in between. So I will admit that I was cranky before we filmed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cemaaj says he's not doing it with me again. Will you be here tomorrow? Yes, you will. We're going to do this together, and this is part of it. That's why we wanted to share with you immediately afterwards, is that there's going to be lots of stages that we're going to go through. And how was it for you during your hour? What kind of stuff happened for you?
Well, you notice all the cars and people and idling and birds and then all that stuff starts to move further out, and then you just kind of, you just have no, I didn't have any, I couldn't remember, like when I came back, I couldn't remember what I was not thinking about. And then I started back over with the traffic and the car behind the idling and the people talking and the traffic thing talking, and then that kind of dissolves and you're thinking about something, but then when I came back I didn't remember what it was. I was like, oh, I want to remember what that was so I can say what it was, but maybe tomorrow.
Wow, that's really cool. And yeah, and normally we wouldn't necessarily be outside. Well, I would be, but you know, Cemaaj has done less meditation. Me sitting with all of this going on can be, first of all, just allowing yourself. So that's our word right now. We're allowing in this meditation. We're allowing our thoughts to come up. We're allowing whatever is, right, without judgment. And so, what was I saying then? I lost it. Oh, being outside, yeah. So it's just because we've got a car with the mechanic today. So if we didn't start today, then we have a meeting tomorrow. So if we didn't start tomorrow, then it would be Wednesday. So I'm just looking, and it was getting further and further out. And I was like, you know what? I don't care. We're starting. And so we'll sit by the side of the road in Petaluma and do our hour, and then we can, by virtue of beautiful technology, we can record live to you. We can stream live to you straight from the meditation. And I thought it was really interesting what you said about you hearing all the sounds and then them getting further away and kind of dissolving into your thoughts. And then I'm sure you were in the thoughts when you were in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you're gone. And then you open your eyes and they dissolve too, I suppose. Huh?
Well, like something like things can bring you back. Like so so your environment has a certain sound, and you get used to those, and so then they kind of dissolve back. But then there was a branch that fell out of the tree, and it fell right here, and I think it brushed my hand, and that brought me right back.
Ah, that's when I heard I heard your cutter.
Yeah, it
Hit this
edge.
bench, right?
Yeah.
I wanted to. It's
And
like
there's-
had some
there's
kind
the
of.
thing right there.
Okay, I see it.
Yeah.
That's
But
too
see, when
funny.
things change in your environment, you come right back, even when your eyes closed.
Right.
That's why that post about people not being present, that's kind of like that. It's like, how can you not be? Because even if you check out, something will bring you back, because it's abnormal. So like if a bird landed on my head, that would be not normal for the environment, and I would come back. But if it was sitting right there the entire time, and I knew it was there, it would dissolve into everything else. So it's interesting. But yeah, but I couldn't hold on to whatever it was I was thinking about when I came back. I tried, but I was like, what was I thinking about? Because there was a whole bunch of thoughts, and then there was no thoughts. It wasn't odd, it was just interesting.
Well, I think that's going to be. I mean, that's what I'm particularly interested in. Is first of all getting through the 40 days. We already. Oh, that looks a little tight on there. We already, we already had a little cranky morning, because that's how I get sometimes. I know we need to walk. We did our spin class, and then we sat straight down, and now we're going to go and pick up our car. So yeah. So for me, I think the same kind of deal. I really do appreciate being able to sit down and close my eyes when there's a lot of stuff going on, and without worrying about what people think of me or anything, like they think I'm weird. So I started doing that in 1998, when I started Transcendental Meditation. And Transcendental Meditation is 20 minutes in the morning and 20 minutes in the evening, and I was still practicing law at the time. I didn't have a lot of free time, but I did have an hour on the bus every morning and every evening. Now, I was sitting there on the bus, because it might have looked a little odd, right? So what I did was this. It's perfect. Can you tell whether I'm meditating now or whether I'm just sitting staring into space? So this is the perfect meditation accessory. There we go. Perfect meditation accessory for meditating in public. Pop those puppies on, and then nobody knows what you're doing. You can just sit with your hands in your lap, just resting. I had my arm hooked into my little bag here, so that there's no one going to take my bag off. I'm not going to worry about that. And so you want to really, take away all the external distractions, apart from like your ambient stuff, and sit for an hour. So we're going to be back, and we've made a plan. It's a scary one, I think. It's not a scary one. It's just a commitment, and I feel that. We feel that? Do we feel that, or is it just me? Tell me it's we. We feel that we need to make a commitment. We feel this is. And but I know that along the way, especially, it's challenging enough to do it on your own. So for one of us to choose to sit and do an hour a day, we're going to do it together, and then that's got the whole you're not being very nice, I'm not going to do it again, da 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 da. It gets complicated when two of you are trying to do it. But I do believe that it will all be worth it. So the plan is that we are sitting for the next 40 days. Today is day 1. We are sitting for 1 hour a day at 11:11, and we're coming live to you at 12:12. And on different days, there will be, we're going to do some yoga, we'll do some meditation on some days, we'll do some, I don't know if I have my cards. We're going to be looking at cards. No, I don't have them with me, but I have a whole stack of note cards that have titles on them, and so we'll be going through those as well. And really, I'm not really sure. All I know is that we were to do something for the next 40 days. It involved sitting for an hour. It involved coming to you and sharing, and the rest, I'm not sure. So that's all I know right now. And that's okay. We're going to allow that. So that's what we're up to right now, is allowing what we don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. That's okay. And it's a really different place to be. So when you're sitting there and I don't know what's going to happen, I don't know how I'm going to do this, I don't know how to... You say, that's okay. Because quite often you don't know what's uncertainty anyway. And you know, really, you're just getting, you know, realize it's getting anxious about not getting anxious. So lots of stuff going on. So let's just sit down and let our minds unfurl. Would you like to join us? So you can join us. You don't have to do it 11:11, though that would be very cool. But yeah, you can join us. It doesn't have to be for an hour. Maybe you've got 20 minutes. Maybe you've got half an hour. But I mean, it was interesting. Do you think it was interesting that it was the same amount of time sitting as in spin? And it was almost as hard. Do you think it's almost as hard in a way?
No.
No. Not hard in just, but I mean, I don't think it's hard, but necessary for people someone to sit for an hour without, you're a pretty quiet person, so without, you know, wanting to get up and it's that's what we're sitting with. So all of that, you just sit with it and you smile at it, like literally, you just sit with it and smile at it and it's okay. And whatever is happening, it's okay. You just tell it it's okay. And it's freaking out and you say it's okay. And then you just sit for the hour or whatever your time is. Turn off all your other distractions and only have on your alarm so that you don't have to keep looking at the time, that you can just sit there. And it's really powerful to not know how much longer you've got to go. I know in the spin class, I always know how much longer we've got to go. And in this, it was just, we were going until the alarm went. And that's when it was done. And Cemaaj was like, is that the end of the hour? So, yeah. I'd love to know, you know, how about you? We're calling this a mind roam. So oftentimes in meditation, we talk about bringing the mind back. We talk about not thinking about the thoughts, and this one's completely the opposite. So you let your mind open for a start, and you let all of those thoughts, I think of it as unfurling. I always feel like we've got these backpacks full of balls of knitting yarn. You know, you ever feel like that? You've got like all these different colours, and at certain times they're all mixed in together, and you can't get any of them out, and you're just like scrabbling around. Or you have started to get your balls in order. Have you started getting your balls in order, love?
No.
Are your balls in order?
I don't know. Maybe. Trying.
Get your balls in order. And so that's what this does, this hour every day. You know, just thinking about it, like how much time we spend doing everything else, and we can say we don't have an hour. But we do have an hour, really, don't we? Because that's what was my discussion, was like, I'm not sure if you've got an hour, and if you can commit to this, and if you tell everyone you're going to do it. Yeah, we do, because we can make it, because these thoughts that are running rampant around us all the time, they're just weighing us down. So over the next 40 days, before my 50th birthday, I'm going to get rid of a whole lot of mental shit. So if we work out our bodies, we need to work out our minds as well. This is a great way to do it. You let your mind roam, just let it go. Set a timer, close your eyes. I'd love to hear your thoughts. This is Shiv. Feel better, coach. Everything feels better when we feel better. We call that the Feel Better Life. And if you'd like more of that, come over to feelbetterlife.com. We will be back tomorrow at 12:12, and we'd love to hear from you. Would you like to join us in the 40-day meditation? Are you going to do an hour? What's your time? Let's support one another, and we can do this together. We'll be back to report tomorrow.
So, no.